Give me 1 minute, thank you. Okay. Okay. Just give me 1 minute, thank you. Chapter 4, reading the English version first, and then reading the Korean version. I might have to change music. They should all be copyright free, actually. I might be lucky. Okay. 1 minute, thank you, and then reading. They're building something else, and it looks pretty cool. Sorry for the lack of visuals. It's really flat, huh? Everything's flat. Yeah. Like a college class. It's flat. Okay, here we go. Chapter 4. Tactical dispositions. Sun Tzu said, "The good fighters of old first put themselves beyond the possibility of defeat, and then waited for an opportunity of defeating the enemy." To secure ourselves against defeat lies in our own hands, but the opportunity of defeating the enemy is provided by the enemy himself. Thus, the good fighter is able to secure himself against defeat, but cannot make certain of defeating the enemy. Hence the saying, one may know how to conquer without being able to do it. Security against defeat implies defensive tactics. Ability to defeat the enemy means taking the offensive. Standing on the defensive indicates insufficient strength. Attacking, a superabundance of strength. The general who is skilled in defense hides in the most secret recesses of the earth. He who is skilled in attack flashes forth from the topmost heights of heaven. Thus, on the one hand, we have ability to protect ourselves. On the other, a victory that is complete. To see victory only when it is within the ken of the common herd is not the acme of excellence. Neither is it the acme of excellence if you fight and conquer and the whole empire says, "Well done." To lift an autumn hair is no sign of great strength. To see the sun and moon is no sign of sharp sight. To hear the noise of thunder is no sign of a quick ear. What the ancients called a clever fighter is one who not only wins, but excels in winning with ease. Hence his victories bring him neither reputation for wisdom, nor credit for courage. He wins his battles by making no mistakes. Making no mistakes is what establishes the certainty of victory, for it means conquering an enemy that is already defeated. Hence the skillful fighter puts himself into a position which makes defeat impossible, and does not miss the moment for defeating the enemy. Thus it is that in war, the victorious strategist only seeks battle after the victory has been won, whereas he who is destined to defeat first fights and afterwards looks for victory. The consummate leader cultivates the moral law and strictly adheres to method and discipline. Thus it is in his power to control success. In respect of military method, we have firstly measurement, secondly estimation of quantity, thirdly calculation, fourthly balancing of chances, fifthly victory. It's short. I didn't know it was short. Measurement owes its existence to earth, estimation of quantity to measurement, calculation to estimation of quantity, balancing of chances to calculation, and victory to balancing of chances. A victorious army opposed to a routed one is as a pound's weight placed in the scale against a single grain. The onrush of a conquering force is like the bursting of pent-up waters into a chasm 1,000 fathoms deep. Okay, now Korean. Let me see. I have to find the right. Last time I read the wrong chapter, so I have to be careful. Here we go. Chapter 4. 군형. 손자가 말하였다. 옛날에 전쟁을 잘하는 장군은 먼저 이길 수 없는 나를 만들고 승리가 가능한 적군을 대적한다. 적이 승리하지 못하게 하는 상황은 나에게 존재한다. 내가 승리할 수 있는 상황은 적에게 존재하는 것이다. 그러므로 전쟁을 잘하는 자는 적군의 승리가 불가능하게 할 수는 있지만 필히 적에게서 승리가 가능한 상황을 구하기는 어렵다. 옛말에는 승리를 예견할 수는 있지만 승리를 장담할 수는 없다. 승리가 어려우면 수비를 하라. 승리가 가능하면 공격을 하라. 수비는 전력이 부족할 때 한다. 공격은 전력이 넉넉할 때 한다. 수비를 잘하는 자는 다양한 지형을 이용하여 적을 막아내고 공격을 잘하는 자는 다양한 기상 조건을 이용하여 구동한다. 고로 자신을 보호하면서 완전한 승리를 한다. 승리를 예측하는 능력이 중인들이 알고 있는 수준에 불과하다면 최선 중에 최선이 아니다. 전쟁에서 승리한 것을 천하의 모든 이가 칭찬한다면 최선 중에 최선이 아니다. 그러므로 추호 같은 가벼운 털을 들고 힘이 세다고 하지 않는다. 밖에 빛나는 해와 달을 보는 눈을 밝은 눈이라 하지 않는다. 우레처럼 큰 소리를 듣는 귀를 총명한 귀라고 하지 않는다. 고대로부터 전쟁을 잘하는 자는 쉬이 승리할 수 있는 적과 싸워 이겼다. 고로 전쟁을 잘하는 자의 승리는 지략이나 명성에서 나온 것이 아니다. 용맹이나 곡정에서 나온 것이 아니다. 고로 그 전쟁의 승리는 한치의 착오도 없다. One second. 착오가 없다는 것은 그 착오에 대하여 미리 조치를 해두어 필히 승리할 상황을 만들어 놓고 이미 패배할 수밖에 없는 적을 상대하여 승리한 것이다. 그러므로 전쟁을 잘하는 자는 패배하지 않는 지형에 입작하여 적을 패배시킬 수 있는 기회를 분실하지 않는다. 그러므로 승리하는 군대는 먼저 승리할 수 있는 상황을 구해 놓은 후에 전쟁을 한다. 패배하는 군대는 먼저 전쟁을 일으키고 이후에 승리를 구한다. 용병을 잘하는 자는 지도력을 잘 용병을 잘하는 자는 지도력을 잘 수양하고 법과 제도를 잘 보존한다. 고로 승패를 다스릴 수 있는 능력이 있다. 병법의 5가지 요소는 첫째, 국토의 크기, 둘째, 생산량, 셋째, 병력수, 넷째, 전역의 우열, 다섯째, 승리라 한다. 지형에서 국토의 크기가 생성되고 국토의 크기에서 생산량이 생성되고 생산량에서 병력의 수가 발생하고 I'll read this. I'm almost finished. Yeah. 4 sentences left from the arrow. 지형에서 국토의 크기가 생성되고 국토의 크기에서 생산량이 생성되고 생산량에서 병력의 수가 발생하고 병력 수에서 전력의 우위가 결정된다. 전력의 우위로서 승리가 결정된다. 그 까닭에 승리하는 군대는 무거운 천칭으로 가벼운 저울추를 상대하는 것과 같아. You know, I want to try some. Alright, from now on, whenever I'm recording or live stream, I'm gonna close all my windows. When I started, like that was when I first started live streaming, I closed everything down. And then I heard too many noises. That's why I opened up the window. Now it's going the other way. Too much noise is coming in. And I think people didn't know what I was doing back then. They probably thought I was doing some black magic. Imagine that, Well, my black magic is Aryan Sanskrit. So I'm gonna try this new setting for a while because now the opposite has happened. Nobody gives a shit about what I do, but now I'm being affected by the outside world. So from now on, I'm gonna confine myself or try to physically isolate. Guess my studio, double studio, and see what happens. Especially when you're reading something and it pisses off somebody and that person spits out something, it's gonna affect me. Anybody who's an artist should be aware. You don't want to be influenced by somebody, who spit on something else the other day, basically while you're reading something, that's 3,000 years old or older. So yeah, okay. I don't want to beg. So sorry about the call. So that happened around here. I don't know if anybody was able to pick that up. I don't. No, it was from the English version. When I was reading the English version, I think it pissed off somebody outside. He's no longer there. Figures. So I'm gonna just finish that and yeah, I'll try this new setup. I'll close everything. That's how I started when I moved here. When I started live streaming, I closed everything up to create like a studio environment. And then people got freaked out. They thought I was performing black magic. So I opened up all my windows, to show that I am not performing black magic. I am reading Aryan Sanskrit. Aryan, Sanskrit. So I'm gonna try this other setting now. Just close everything down while I'm doing a live streaming. See what happens. Because I think everybody should be aware now that I am not chopping off a chicken's head. I'm a friggin' vegan. It says vegan everywhere. People don't give a shit though. But I don't think anybody thinks I'm performing black magic anymore, which is a good thing. Okay. A vegan performing black magic, dark magic, cutting off chicken's head, etc. No, thank you. Last paragraph. Here we go. Sorry about that. I'm trying to make this studio as a recording studio, double studio as much as I can. Hopefully, in the future, I'll have more money and I could actually rent a recording studio. So I don't get attacked, or if it's upset, like I'm very very fluent in karma. So if I did, I have to work through some karma. It's depleting. Once the karma is gone, I could do whatever I want. But say like I got a recording studio, right? somebody is gonna pop up in that studio according to karma. That has to do with karma. Like people messing with me, part of it is karma. Once I deplete it, once it becomes zero, then nobody's gonna bother me. But if it's still there, and if I got a recording studio, like somebody might show up with like a weapon and try to shoot me down. He's like, stop what you're doing, stop performing vegan black magic with Aryan Sanskrit. All right, last paragraph. 그 까닭에 승리하는 군대는 무거운 천칭으로 가벼운 저울추를 상대하는 것과 같아. 패배하는 군대는 가벼운 저울추로 무거운 천칭을 상대하는 것과 같아. 승자의 진형은 천길 높이의 계곡에. 승자의 진형은 천길 높이의 계곡에 축절된 물을 쏟아내는 것과 같아. 이것이 군형이다. Okay, I'm done. Thank you. Sorry about the quality. Hopefully, the quality should improve from now on. And hopefully in 6 months or 1 year, I might have a recording studio so I could do my stuff. That's what I want. Thank you. Have a good day. God bless you. No, shalom.